Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Friday Quickies, Techniques and Tips. I'm Dina Rico and you are watching The Creativity Cave. And hello, look at this gloriously, ridiculously over-the-top cute project I have for you today. This is a reindeer made from punch art, and I have to thank my good friend Jill Hilliard who gave me the idea to do this. It's based on a couple of different things we've been seeing online. And I turned this into a cute little treat bag, or you could also, you could put a treat in here, or I actually put a gift card in there because guess what? Tis the season to be giving gift cards. So I think this is such a cute gift card holder. Anyway, let me show you how easy it is to put this together. It's not much, but there are a few steps. So I'm going to set these aside and show you what I used. First of all, I have a super awesome cheat sheet for you. And this will be on my blog at thecreativitykave.com so you can see this again. But what I did is I punched a large oval punch and then I cut it. So I cut about a quarter of it off, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. Then I used my owl builder punch so that I could get the owl. I cut its feet off. So it's like that. Then I cut another of this corner, and I'm going to actually use that to put a cute little tail on the bottom of my reindeer, not owl. Then so these are in crumb cake, by the way. Then I have 2 eyeballs in early espresso. I took my tree builder punch, which is that one, and I punched 2 antlers out of the tree branches, and then 2 ears out of the raindrop or whatever this is supposed to be. Then I took my fun flower punch, that's this punch, and I used this upper right hand petal, it probably doesn't really matter, and just punched one of those in white. Okay, I did a 3/4 inch circle punch. I did a 1/2 inch punch in red glimmer, which is that, and then 2 1/2 inch punches. I lined them up together, and then I snipped that bottom little bit off so they'd be flat because those form the feet. Okay, so let me show you how this all comes together. It's pretty easy. It's just a bunch of pieces. So first of all, my treat bag was made using the treat bag Thinlits. So I cut one of each of these pieces in crumb cake. And let me bring that in and show you because I'm stamping on it and I have a couple tips. So here's my scrap paper. And you're going to laugh. This is the second take of my video. Hopefully I won't be doing a third. But I was stamping the first one and I was having trouble getting it to stamp and I couldn't. This is what was going on. And I couldn't figure out what it was. And so I finally realized, well, duh, put your stamping pad under there and then you'll get nice clean stampings. So I'm using the stamp from the set Goodie Treat Bag, Stamp-A-Bag. This one. I love this set. So, and I'm actually stamping it on a bag this time, which is kind of unusual because that's not usually what I do. So then I'm going to stamp this. Now, if you're trying to line this up all perfect, all you got to do is stick your butt out. If you watched, I had a nice little video on that topic a week or 2 ago. And there it is. Look at how glorious that looks. Okay, now I put a Post-it note, a big Post-it note on here so that I wouldn't ink up the back of my thing. By the way, this stamp right here was done before I got my pad underneath. Hello, it makes a difference. So if you ever have trouble with photopolymer, this little foam, this is our poker pads, use that. Okay, so anyway, here is my bag. So I'm going to put this together. So I'm going to score on the score lines, and then you want to use a strong adhesive. So I'm going to use Fast Fuse on my little flaps here. Okay, so Fast Fuse is where you go, 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 and then check to get it to release. Okay, and then, so I'm just going to line that up right there. And then I always, when I fold this over, I check to make sure these are kind of lined up before I commit to adhering it. That way I know they will look nice, because you want it to look nice, right? I mean, you're going to the trouble of making this adorable, ridiculously cute reindeer. You may as well have the whole shebang look good. Okay, and then last I'll glue that little flap right there. Now I love Fast Fuse because it's so strong. It's going to hold this together just fine. Okay, so there's that. Now, you know what? This is really bugging me. So let me show you how to fix it. I'm going to bring my pad in. And here's where sticking your butt out really comes in handy. So I'm going to ink my stamp up once more. Does stuff like that ever really bug you? Okay. Now my head might get into the frame, but here's my point. If your butt is out, that means your head is right down by your work surface. So you can see where you're stamping. And then you can perfectly stamp that. Hello. It's like I have a gift or something. I don't know. Okay, that's so much better. It's not going to bug me now. Okay, so let me show you how the reindeer comes together. I hope you don't mind that my Friday Quickie movies are rarely quick anymore. But I think they're okay. You guys seem to be liking them. All right, so I'm going to pull all these pieces back out. And by the way, can I show you something funny? So I cut, you know, this second thing for the tail, and this is the piece that was on there. So I'll show you how it goes on here. It was, you know, it was like the scraps left over, so that's how it fit. But when I cut it out, doesn't this look like the fish at the bottom of the ocean in the movie Finding Nemo with the little thing hanging that tries to eat Dory and Marlin? Okay. I just had to share that. Okay, so let me show you how this all comes together, because it actually is pretty easy. The trickiest part is gluing those eyeballs on. I'm not going to lie. Okay. So I have the base, the body of my reindeer. My gosh, I keep wanting to say owl, but that's wrong. Okay, so the body of my reindeer is the oval, and then I'm going to adhere the little Funflower petal right there in the center. Okay, then I'm going to take a dimensional and pop up my reindeer head. Okay, so I'll stick that down. And I like to kind of cock the head to the side just a touch, because then it sort of looks like your reindeer is like going, "Aw," right? Okay, maybe not. I'm going to take my little ears and grab my glue dots here and stick those on. If you don't have glue dots, you're kind of crazy, because glue dots like solve world problems. I mean, truly. They might be first world problems, but they solve world problems. Okay, so there are my little feet. And then I'm going to attach the nose, mouth, whatever this is all supposed to be. I don't know. Don't let my degree in biology fool you. I'm not 100% sure. Then I'm going to pop up the glimmer, the red nose, the Rudolph part, because that'll be super cute. And I'm putting it ever so slightly below the dead center. Okay. Now the ears, don't forget the ears. And I'm actually going to use, that's an old package of glue dots, and the dots are kind of big. So I'm using this more new package. I say old because I found it in a drawer. I was cleaning out some drawers and I found some really old supplies. Like, if you have been around Stampin' Up! For a while, you might recall we had a color called Ballet Blue, and I found some scraps of it in this drawer. That color's been gone for a while. Okay, so it's just covering the ear. And if the ear is sticking out funny for you, just snip it off. I think I actually did in my sample that I made. Okay, so there's the ears. Then we'll do the same with the antlers, but you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some Fast Fuse just across there because it's a little easier. And I sort of have one ever so slightly off to the side, and then this one off to the other side, but it's not critical. Okay, oh my gosh, look at how cute this is. Okay, so here comes the tricky part. It's not that hard. especially if you have the right tool, which I just turned around to grab. This is the fine tip glue pen. And so what you're going to do is put 2 little dots, and however you put, now I remember, perfect. Remember, this stuff comes out and sort of spreads a little bit, and the eyes are kind of the key to the cuteness. You know, it's like looking into the soul of your reindeer. Okay, I'm kidding. But what I'm going to do is just plop that eyeball right on there. Now, if you don't have fingernails, as many people might not, look at that, it's so cute. See, look, this eye is a little bigger because my glue is spreading. So you got to go a little easy on the glue. But if you don't have that, you can use your scissors to pick it up. You know, kind of like, do you ever pick up pearls like that? Okay, I gotta wrap this up. I'm going long. Okay, so then what I'll do is take some ribbon and wrap it around. And I use fast fuse to adhere it. I can't find my ribbon, so I'm just going to show you. The seam is right underneath my reindeer. And to adhere the reindeer, I put fast fuse on the bottom part, and I popped the head up underneath. So it is popped up just slightly. You can see that under there. And then this is a 3.5 inch wide by 5 1/4 inch piece of paper. It just slides in right in like that. I glue dotted this bow on, and that's all there is to it. The greeting is from Oh What Fun. And the last little thing that I'll quick show you if I can find it, I had it out but now I don't know where it went, is I was going to stamp a greeting on the envelope, because this whole thing fits in an envelope, which is kind of the coolest part. And I can't find my envelope, figures. But anyway, I was just going to stamp Happy Christmas on my envelope. So this set is from Oh What Fun. So adorable. Go to my blog, thecreativitycave.com. You can see all the supplies I used. You can order supplies, and you can see all the pictures, including my little chart. Thanks so much, guys. Happy stamping.